Hello students, welcome to my educational channel Easy Ed. Today we will discuss Kingdom Protista. Those who have not watched my earlier videos can go to my YouTube channel and watch the videos of Kingdom Monera as well as 5 kingdom classification, all are available there. So today we will discuss Kingdom Protista. Now characteristics of Kingdom Protista, what are they? From Protista, we start eukaryotes, means the organisms as we studied in Monera, they were all prokaryotes. We have discussed that the classification system involves the evolutionary process. Monera was primitive organisms, they were prokaryotes, and now advancement started. What is it? Now we have eukaryotic organisms from Kingdom Protista to above. Means this is the first kingdom which includes eukaryotes. Okay, so the organisms are eukaryotic in nature. They have eukaryotic cell, and they are, as I told you, they are primitive ones. So these organisms included under Protista are single celled, means unicellular. See, advancement from Monera, prokaryote to eukaryote. But as it is the very first eukaryotic kingdom, it will be simple, it will be primitive. So the simplicity is that it is single celled. They are all unicellular organisms. They are single celled organisms. And which kind? They are all eukaryotes. Now, when we talk about eukaryotes, you might be knowing till now, you might be knowing by now that eukaryotic organisms have a well defined nucleus. Means their nucleus has a proper nuclear membrane. Eukaryote organisms have proper nucleus, means they have a proper nuclear membrane and nucleolus inside it. And the cell contains other membrane bound organelles. Membrane bound organelles means inside the cell there are some small organs called as organelles, and each organelle is having its own membrane. So this is the characteristic of eukaryotic cell. What? A proper nucleus is present, well defined nucleus is present. Well defined nucleus means nucleus having nuclear membrane and nucleolus, and what else? Membrane bound organelles are present inside the cells which have different functions. So this is the meaning of eukaryotic cell, or you can say this is the distinguishing feature of eukaryotes from prokaryotes. In prokaryotes we don't have proper nucleus and we don't have membrane bound organelles. Now these protists are primarily aquatic. You all know aquatic means they live in water bodies. So they are primarily aquatic. Some of them have flagella or cilia. What is flagella or cilia in unicellular organisms? In smaller organisms, flagella and cilia are meant for locomotion. So some of them, not all, some protistans have flagella and cilia for what? For locomotion. Next, reproduce asexually and sexually. Means they show both kinds of reproduction, which is asexual and sexual. Both kinds of reproduction is exhibited by protistans. They may be autotrophic or heterotrophic. Autotrophic, you all know, will prepare their own food, and heterotrophic will depend on other organisms for food. So they may be autotrophic or heterotrophic. So a very fast check line on the characteristics of Kingdom Protista. What? They are all unicellular, single-celled eukaryotes. Okay? They are primarily aquatic. They have well-defined nucleus and nuclear membrane is present there, and other membrane-bound organelles are present. Some of them have flagella or cilia for locomotion. They reproduce asexually as well as sexually. And what else? What is their mode of nutrition? They may be autotrophic or heterotrophic. Now, what happens? One thing I want to let you know here, that Kingdom Protista, it includes some organisms which are plant-like, some organisms which are animal-like, and some organisms which are like fungus. So, Kingdom Protista or Protistants, that means members of Protista, are said to form a link between plants, animals, and fungi. Okay? Protistants form link between plants, animals, and fungi. Actually, what happened in due course of study, it was found that some organisms which are show some characteristics of plants, but they do not show all the characteristics of plants. Similarly, they show some of them show some characteristics of animals, but not all the characteristics which define to them to be an animal. Similarly with fungi. So that no misconceptions should be there, and there should be a clarity which organisms are classified where. What happened? A separate group, separate kingdom, Protista, was given, in which there were organisms which were some like plants, some like animals, some like fungi, and they were grouped separately and called as Protestants. So, Kingdom Protista forms a link between plant, animal, and fungi. And one more thing, that as they are primitive eukaryotes, being even though they are eukaryotes, they are primitive eukaryotes, all the organs are not well developed in them because they are unicellular. So what happens? Sexual reproduction takes place. So what does this sexual reproduction involves? This sexual reproduction involves cell fusion. Fusion means fusion of two cells, and as a result zygote formation takes place, and so it is called as, they show sexual reproduction. So what, being very simple, mostly they reproduce asexually because they have a simple structure. But sexual reproduction can also be seen, though it is not totally sexual as in higher organisms. Okay, so this was characteristics of Kingdom Protista. Next, we will study classification of Kingdom Protista. Please like, share, and subscribe my channel. Thank you.